guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys because I'm going to be sharing some of my best apps and favorite apps that I use on my phone during the span of quarantine as well as right now as things are starting to open back up. But I wanted to share them with you because I have loved using these apps. They've gotten me through the entire quarantine as well as now into school with the pandemic. And I am proud to be partnered with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, MDHHS, on this video in their Spread Hope Not COVID campaign. This campaign primarily talks about how to prevent the spread of coronavirus by wearing masks, as well as many other initiatives that help educate people all around Michigan on how they can do their part and keep others safe. With that being said, if you're excited to see what kind of apps that I use during the quarantine and pandemic, just keep on watching. The first set of apps that I have been using is the fitness/mental health apps. And as you know, COVID has tested us in many ways, whether it's fitness, mental health, actual distancing, socially, all sorts of different ways. So fitness was something that I needed to figure out a new way to be able to do this, making sure that I'm keeping other people safe. The first app that I want to talk about is the I Am app, and this app is really great because it sends you positive affirmations within a certain time frame throughout the day. So you can set it from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., which is what I have mine set for, and you can tell it how many times you would like to receive a positive affirmation throughout the day. So I believe mine is set at 10, but it's really great for just keeping your mindset where it needs to be, especially with all the negativity around coronavirus and how it's affecting people's lives. I think having this app to kind of motivate you and pick you up throughout the day is a really great thing to have, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're a student going through online classes right now. I know that can be extremely challenging, or even if you just would like a little pick-me-up throughout the day. I think this app is perfect for anybody who is seeking that. The next app that I want to talk about is the app called 7. And this app is a fitness app where it gives you 7-minute workouts that you can do right at home. You don't need any gym equipment for this, and it shows you how to do the exercises. It also shows you different types of exercises, and you can choose how many days a week that you prefer to do this, as well as the type of workouts. So I highly recommend checking out this app if you are looking for something to do at home for at-home fitness or workouts to keep you healthy throughout this quarantine and pandemic. The next app I want to talk about is actually one that the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services recommends, and this is the My COVID Alert app. So for all my Michiganders out there, we have this app that is recommended to us through the health department, and it basically helps us track and show exposures as they come up around you. So say I go to the grocery store and I have this app, and another person walks into the grocery store who also has this app. Say they were exposed to COVID a few days ago and they were to get that positive test result and report it, I would be able to notice that I was exposed to someone who recently tested positive for COVID. This app is great because you can get hourly updates on who has been exposed around you if they are using the app as well. The app does keep all of your personal information anonymous, and it helps you to report anonymous. It will also tell you how to navigate forward as far as reporting these tests, as well as how to quarantine if you should get tested if you were exposed to someone who was positive recently, and so many other great things. So I did put a screen recording up on the screen here so you can get a little bit of a peek into the app when you download it, and it is completely safe to use and qualifies to acknowledge all of the HIPAA laws. So you're not putting out your personal information and your name and all of those personal health identifiers for others to see. So very great option for you to use. Again, highly recommend downloading this from the Apple or Google stores. And you can get it today, and this can help you be a little bit safer during the pandemic if you decide to go into the public. Next is my organization apps. These apps are seriously lifesavers. So the first one I want to talk about is Todoist, and this one is really great because it is great for making lists and checking off things that you need to do throughout the day. So you can simply enter in your task, you can enter in any notes or a time frame that it needs to be done by. And this app is very similar to the next one that I'm going to talk about, but this one is a little bit better just for like checking off simple things that you need to do, such as laundry, the dishes, maybe a homework assignment, something like that. The next app, however, is called Trello. This app is perfect for scheduling. So if you have tests that you want to remember, projects, if you have, appointments, if you have, meetings on Zoom, or any other thing that you want to remember that has a specific time frame, Trello is a perfect app for this because it allows you to put in your associated due date along with any notes, the time frame, etc. So while these apps are very similar, I do use them for different things, so I highly recommend them to keep your life super organized, especially if you're crazy busy like I am, even during a pandemic. With all of my virtual endeavors. Next are my school apps. So I recently started grad school back in August, and I have been loving these few school apps that I've been using to better enhance my virtual learning. So the first one is the Blackboard app, and I use Blackboard for my courses. This is per school, so it kind of depends on what your school uses. The other options could be Canvas or Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, etc. But I use Blackboard, and it's really great because it stores all of your courses all in one place, all the course materials. It shows your due dates, your grades. So it's really easy to check all of that from your phone, especially if you have announcements and stuff being posted from the TAs or the professors themselves. I highly recommend downloading this if this is an app that your school uses, and it correlates exactly with the one that you use on the computer. So all the information is the same, which is really, really awesome. The next app that I want to talk about is the Google Drive app, and I'm sure many of you have heard of this app before. It is perfect for school and collaborative projects where you can share a drive with your friends or your classmates, and even for projects and volunteering. But it is perfect for using docs, slides, and sheets as well, so I highly recommend downloading those apps as well if you plan on using Google Drive on your phone. It'll easily open up any documents or Excel spreadsheets right on your phone, easy access, and you can edit them right there. But the drive basically stores all of this for you, and you can create folders, and you can upload images. I actually use it for some of my images and stuff for my blog, which is really great. So it's another alternative storage space that is perfect for if you are a student. The next app I want to talk about is LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has been really great, especially over quarantine and during this pandemic, for networking purposes. And as you all know, all the big events such as conferences and student events and other things that require large amounts of people are no longer being held because of this pandemic. And LinkedIn has made it really, really easy for all students, faculty, professionals, and new professionals who are entering the work world to collaborate, network, and join different associations, as well as build their resume and get different experiences. So LinkedIn has been really great for me over this pandemic. I've been volunteering with some other organizations. If you want to check out my profile, I'll have it linked below if you are interested in connecting with me. But I have loved this app, and it's really helped me to grow my resume, grow my experiences, and meet tons of new people in my field, as well as collaborate with others within my personal hobbies. So it's been really, really fun over quarantine to be able to get to know people and be exposed to new experiences. Moving on to our social and photo related apps. So photo related things are my hobby. I love graphic designing things, and I volunteer in a lot of communications roles within organizations. So I have found that the app Canva has been extremely helpful and fun to use over this pandemic. Not only is it good for your own creative side, but it's also great for school related things or business. So I recently launched my blog in August, which has been extremely fun to do, and I've been making Canva graphics on there. I've also made stuff for my YouTube channel on there. I've made stuff for my organizations that I volunteer for on there, and it's just been a really great platform to use my own creativity and have tons of options. They do have a basic version, so if you don't want to pay for the pro version, you can get all of those options at a basic level. However, you are a little bit limited, but there's still so much that you can do even with the basic one. And then they do have the pro version, which has a lot more extra pictures, borders, elements, text fonts, things like that you can use to create really gorgeous images. The next app I want to talk about related to kind of social and connecting is Zoom. And Zoom is something that I recently got into this year, and I've absolutely loved the platform. It's really, really easy to use. You are given a basic version when you first sign up, and this version allows you to have 40-minute uninterrupted calls with several other people. You can send out invites via email, and you can also send them out to go on to Google Calendars, etc. And basically this platform allows you to connect with others via video chat, as well as a typing chat in the actual Zoom room itself. It has many capabilities such as breakout rooms, so if you're in a classroom, you can break out into smaller groups and then join back into the larger group. And it's awesome for collaborative work. I use it all the time with the organizations I volunteer with, and I also use it at school as well. So it's been really, really great to learn and connect with people all over the state of Michigan as well as out of state. So I highly recommend checking out Zoom if you have not already. It's awesome too because my family also uses it, so we stay in contact while I'm across the state and my family's on the other side of the state. So it's been really great to just have nice video chat calls. You can also download this on your phone, so if you do choose to prefer to use your phone versus your computer, they are interchangeable as well. The last app that I want to talk about today is the app that inspires me every single day to continue pursuing my blog as well as all my hobbies and just keeping them organized all in one place. And this app is Pinterest. I'm sure many of you have been on Pinterest at least once in your life, and Pinterest has been awesome for finding new projects and other types of things to do while in quarantine. There's been so many pins that people put out there that have helped to continue making me feel inspired and motivated to continue my endeavors through this pandemic and try new things as well as improve myself. There's always something new that you can learn from it, and I highly recommend checking it out if you have not done so already. So aside from all my basic apps like my messaging and my other social medias, I highly recommend checking out all of these apps that I've listed in today's video. I think that you will get a lot of use out of them, and I hope that they help make your time during quarantine a little bit easier. While we are still in quarantine and we are navigating through this pandemic, if you do decide to go out into the public, please be sure to wear a mask so you can stay safe and protect others. And if you are interested in checking out any other resources about the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services or the My COVID Alert app to help you stay notified and informed of exposures that happen around you, please check out the link in the description box below, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I have linked more resources to MDHHS and all of their social medias as well as my handles, so if you are interested in those, please go into the description box down below. I hope you guys all have a very, very happy holiday, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!